Hey, how's it going? I'm Josh from 91 Tech, and today I picked up some goodies. Firstly, AirPods Pro, 3rd generation. I'm very much looking forward to these. Second, I got a case for a certain phone. Which phone, you ask? Well, of course, the iPhone 17 Pro in Cosmic Orange, and today we're going to unbox it. And we'll unbox everything else I got for the heck of it. We'll start with the AirPods, because it won't take too long. Bam, open the box, there they are. We've got quite the paperwork here, which I point out just because it is far more than we get with the iPhone 17 Pro. No Apple stickers, which is depressing. Then we also get the silicone tips, of course, for the AirPods themselves. I haven't actually set these up yet or tried them out, so I'm looking forward to doing that a bit later. I probably won't do a review on these since it's not my typical content. Huge upgrade for me coming from the first gens. I was using AirPods 3 for quite a while until they broke. Then I switched over to my old first gen AirPod Pros, and now I'm on the 3rd gen, so that's cool. But iPhone, that's the main event. First case unboxing, there it is. There's the case. Looks cool. This should be an interesting case. Only thing I'll say beforehand is that the box is a little bit marked up. It's got some scratches on it. Very disappointed in Apple's quality control. I will be filing a formal complaint. I'm outraged. But let's go ahead and just jump right into this. Okay, here we go. The iPhone 17 Pro, Cosmic Orange, 256 gigabytes. We're gonna do a live unboxing for this one because I think that's how I typically do it. It's been a couple years since I last unboxed an iPhone, but after we've torn these things off, we can go ahead and majestically lift off the top of the box. And, well, there we are. The iPhone 17 Pro in all of its very, very orange glory. Wow, that is a very orange phone. And I didn't realize how much, it's going to depend on the lighting, but I didn't realize just how much that ceramic portion kind of stands out from the aluminum. It's probably hard to see, look at that. Just the way the light hits it, it really, it's an interesting look. I mean, most phones don't have sort of this whole separate piece like this, right? I mean, this is new for iPhone completely, and it does feel different as well. This feels like aluminum. I mean, it is aluminum, so that makes sense, but this feels just like any other old iPhone. Now, of course, this is not the Max. I'm wondering if I'm going to regret that, because I was using the 15 Pro Max, but it's like, I mean, it's smaller than my 15 Pro Max, but it is 6.3 inches now, so it's not that much smaller, and we'll take a closer look at the two, comparing them in a minute here. But first, there it is. I've got here the iPhone XR in Coral. It's about, oh man, it's like right about the same size actually. That's how much the bezels are thick on this device, I guess. It's a more pinky orange for sure, way more pinky, way more like maybe salmon-y. It does still give me that vibe though, a little bit. This color made me think of the XR, but I will say under the light here, this is much more orange. This is a little more pinky. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually lift this thing out. That is something. Honestly, the phone's maybe lighter than I expected. Like, I was expecting it to be heavy, but compared to my 15 Pro here, it's honestly pretty similar, I feel like, in terms of bulk. Okay, before we look too close at this, just to quickly do this, we have our braided, wow, lightning cable. Isn't that fancy? And I said lightning cable, it's USB-C, not lightning. Why am I saying lightning? I don't know. They've been doing, what, USB-C for 2 years? I should probably remember that. But, of course, I believe the braided cable also came with the iPhone 15. I've got mine somewhere. And as far as I remember, this is a USB 2 cable as well for speeds, which is pretty dumb, especially since this is the Pro iPhone. You'd think they'd give you a cable that could actually utilize it, but it is what it is. And can I even, is this it? This is the paperwork? You no longer need a physical SIM card. Wow. Man, Apple has gotten so lazy with their box. Like, this is all you get. That is crazy. I just can't believe we don't get Apple stickers anymore. I'm still choked about that, but anyways, let's go ahead and peel this off. I like how it labels everything. You got the charging port down here, camera control button, which I've never really used because I was still on the 15 Pro. Power, obviously, or sign button, whatever they call it, and all these. I like how they still show the action button as the mute switch. That's kind of that's kind of funny, actually. I wonder if they're ever going to change that. Probably not at this point. I mean, it's been around a couple years. It's probably what most people use it for. Let's go ahead and lift this off. Okay, this is the phone. Let's go ahead and turn it on. I like the feel in my hand so far. It's not too heavy, even though it kind of looks it, and it's thick, to be sure. I did mess around with the iPhone Air while I was at the Apple Store, and yeah, that thing is crazy thin, but like, this is fine. This is not too thick by any means, in my opinion, so I don't know why you would buy the iPhone Air, to be honest, not when it only has one camera. And I asked the guy at the Apple Store as well, and he said they hadn't sold too many yet, so. Hello, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna set this up as a new phone for now, and then later I'll move everything from my actual phone over to it. I think one of the worries I have with this size is that it's going to take me so long to get used to typing on it, since I'm used to a larger keyboard, but we'll see. 6.3 inches, I mean, those bezels are thin, man. Face ID, set up later, because I'll do all of this later. Passcode, don't use passcode. I said don't use one, yes. Did you know you don't actually have to sign into your Apple account? They make it hard, but all you gotta do is forgot password and then set up later. Ooh, that was a slick animation. Get started. Here we are. Apparently we're in Toronto. There it is, the iPhone 17 Pro. And yeah, I mean, it's an iPhone. There's really not a whole lot to look at here, just on the home screen or anything. It is an interesting design. I think I like it. I think it's going to take a little bit, but I think I like it. It's definitely stands out. If we quickly compare it to my 15 Pro Max here, it's definitely a much smaller phone. That's for sure. But, you know, the 15 Pro Max was always a little on the big side for me. I did like the size, so we'll see. If I really don't like the smaller phone here, I will return it and go ahead and get the 17 Pro Max, but I think I'll be fine with it. Let's just take a quick look at the camera, and then I'll turn to voiceover Josh. There we go. 8x zoom. Look at wow, you get a lot of detail there. That is quite the zoom range. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm excited about, is that 40x zoom. That's so unnecessary. I am looking forward to using that new telephoto. I think it'll be fun, so that's probably what I'm most looking forward to, aside from some of the video stuff, and I guess I got the camera control button now. Okay, well, there it is. Back to future Josh. Alright, so there was the unboxing. This is the phone in its TechWoven case, which makes a sound with your fingernails. Some ASMR for you. I don't know if you enjoy that or not, but I am not huge on this case so far, to be honest, and I'm kind of regretting not getting the silicon one. I was going to get the silicon one. I changed my mind last second because I figured I should get the new case, right? For the sake of my upcoming review. And we are going to be doing a full review on this phone, of course, so stay tuned for that. These are just a couple initial thoughts I've had, but you know, we'll see how the case does. My biggest concern with it is, like, I feel like if I get food on here or something, if I'm like holding my phone while I'm eating or anything like that, I feel like it's going to just stick on here and it's going to be gross, but I don't know. Like, the silicone case, not a big deal. It's really easy to clean. This one might not be as easy to clean. I don't hate the feel in the hand. I just miss leather. I really miss leather. I understand it's for environmental reasons. Apple, please bring back the leather cases, but they won't, so oh well. But the phone itself, yeah, I got that too, believe it or not, and it's pretty cool. So it is significantly smaller than my old 15 Pro Max, which I have over here. I obviously haven't set up this phone yet. I'll probably do that in a couple days after I kind of get a round of B-roll done with this thing first. And my biggest concern coming into this was the size issue. So last year with the Pros, they made them a little bit bigger, 6.3 inches and 6.9 inches instead of 6.1 inches and 6.7 inches. So the 15 Pro Max I have here is 6.7 inches. This one is 6.3 inches. So it is quite a bit smaller, but I felt like 6.9 inches, the Max would be way too big when the 15 Pro Max was already on the large size for me. I really like this size, but I just don't want to go bigger, you know? And funnily enough, I tried out the iPad Air in the store, and I think that would have been the perfect size for me, 6.5 inches, but I don't want the iPhone Air because, you know, one camera lens. And I actually asked the employee who helped me out with my reservation and pickup, how well is the iPhone Air selling compared to the other iPhones? And he basically said it's not selling, really, for him in this one location. He hasn't seen very many of them sold. They have a lot of inventory. There was enough of them you could walk into the store and just buy one without pre-ordering, and that wasn't the case, it sounded like, for the other iPhones. Of course, on day one releases, usually the Pros, I think, are probably going to be the best selling, just because that's, you know, it's the best iPhone, and the people enthusiastic enough to go out and pre-order an iPhone are probably looking for the best iPhone. Like, they're more likely to be going after the best of the best instead of something like the iPhone 17, which is more of the phone that most people will end up buying eventually. So the Pros are probably the most popular initially, but the iPhone Air, I just don't see it selling. I think this is probably going to be a failed experiment on Apple's part, but I guess we'll find out. He was saying it was for enthusiasts, and yeah, that's probably how Apple's going to market it. But with only one camera, it's just, man, you'd have to be quite the enthusiast who also doesn't really care about taking photos. But okay, that's the iPhone Air. It has nothing to do with the Pro. And as I picked it up, I accidentally hit the camera control button. That's gonna take some getting used to, because of course I'm coming from the 15 Pro, so I'm not used to the camera control button. The camera plateau doesn't bother me at all. It actually feels fairly natural. I think, like, realistically, is this much different? And it's better for camera wobble when it's lying on a desk as well, which is nice. But the size, we'll see, 6.3 inches I think is gonna be totally fine for me. There's a low possibility I return this and get the max, but it is pretty low, only if the size really drives me crazy. Otherwise, you know, if I really miss it, maybe next year, if I do buy the new iPhone, I'll go out and get the max iPhone 18 Pro, whatever. We'll see, I'm not gonna worry too much about it yet. Take the case off here. See, how hard is the case to get off? Ooh, it's pretty tight. This is how I always ruin my cases. My 15 Pro case, oh my goodness. This is only about a year old. I bought this like a year ago. This is my second silicone case for this phone, and it's just destroyed here. Like, it's actually pretty ruined. And then at the top, I think it cracked as well. Yeah, look at that. So hopefully this case doesn't do the same. I just can't seem to get more than a year out of these cases, but it's because I'm constantly doing this, and it's probably not good for the structural integrity of the case or something, I don't know. Here it is, here's the 17 Pro in all of its very orange glory. Cosmic orange. Man, kind of matches my drink here. I hadn't really thought about it. Man, that color is something, huh? I like it. I like the orange quite a lot. The phone is, it's a little on the chunky side, but it's not that bad. It's really not that different from my 15 Pro. It feels a little different in the hand. My finger naturally rests here, usually when I grab the phone, so that's gonna be a bit of an adjustment because it's, you know, it's higher up now than it used to be. I wouldn't normally stick my finger on the camera bump. I really don't have a lot to say in this video. This is just a quick unboxing for the heck of it, but I will be doing a full review, of course. And I do have a video already talking about the 17 Pro earlier this week about whether or not it's going to be worth buying for you just based off of what Apple said. And I don't think my opinion's going to probably change too much, other than I can talk more about the specifics and actually have B-roll of the phone itself. But I think the theme of that video, which was maybe, will still pretty accurately apply. If you're a quote-unquote pro user and it's within your means to purchase this phone and you want it over the other iPhones, then go for it. But if the iPhone 17 is enough for you, it's got promotion now, you don't need that extra camera lens, then I think that phone is probably just the logical decision. So again, should you buy the iPhone 17 Pro? Maybe. But I did, and I am very curious to see how good or terrible it is. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good. Definitely not quite as awe-inspiring as like the Fold 7 was when I unboxed that a couple months ago. This ceramic shield piece is very interesting. I don't know how I feel about this. It's not really, is it a two-tone design? Because you got this big, I don't know what I would call this design. It's different. It's definitely different. I guess I'd call it that. And it's very orange. The blue is definitely a more neutral color, but I do like the orange, man. That, ooh, I love the orange here. This really sticks out. But yeah, that's basically it for me. I really don't have a lot to say. First impressions, it is very orange. It is very cool. I like it so far. Man, those bezels are thin these days. And this seems like a way better choice than the iPhone Air. And I'm glad I bought it over the iPhone Air. And I think a lot of people are gonna probably find the exact same thing. Huge shout out to the channel members. Thank you guys so much for your support, helping me out to be able to do things like this and review the new iPhone. I'm very excited to do it again this year because I haven't in a couple years. That 16 Pro was just too boring for me, but this one's a little bit more exciting. So maybe hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for an upcoming review. I'm Josh from 91 Tech, and I will see you all next time.